local community of artists. And these performances and the proceeds that come from these performances will go to the Fashion Arts Autism Benefit, or FABB, an organization that helps persons living in the autism spectrum through art therapy. Something very unique that the FABB organization does is they teach children with the autism syndrome to basically learn how to draw at first and eventually learn how to express themselves by way of art. And this art that comes out of our children in our, of course, our art school, which is sponsored by, in this case, Camp John Hay, basically comes out not only in canvases, but also in fabric. Local fabric that basically things like shawls, clothes, and eventually ends up in a fashion show as far as New York. Matter of fact, they just had a fashion show from our children's art that was transformed into gowns and of course shawls and all of that. And none other than in New York City in the Guggenheim Museum. And I think they had this last year. And this is a program that is not only going on in John Hay, it's also going on in other parts. So we also have children from Aklan, children from Manila, who are doing the same thing. So I'd like to ask everybody to give a big appreciative welcome and thanks to the FABB Association for doing a great job with the children with the autism syndrome. By the way, I was asked about Mr. Sobrepena, how did you get into this? And well, I'd like to give full credit to my wife, Lisa. Lisa, are you there? Stand up. I can't see you, but she's there in my table. She was the one who basically convinced me that this is a great event and a great association to work with. And of course, the children with the autism spectrum need all our support. So again, thank you to the FABB organization. And again, like I said, proceeds from all of these shows that we do every night will be going to support these children, care of the FABB organization. Now, I just want to thank some people for making this night possible. First of all, I want to thank the University of Baguio Voices Chorale. What a great ensemble they had. University of Baguio, I think, I was trying to count how many people were in that chorale. There was about, I think, 30 or more. And that was a great number from the University of Baguio Voices Chorale. And also, later on, we're going to be hearing from a 20-piece band, the AMP band. And just wait till that band comes along. You're going to enjoy that music as well. Now, I'd just like to acknowledge some of our special guests here. First of all, Mrs. Soledad Go, who is representing Congressman Mark Go. Welcome and thank you for joining the event. Attorney Janet Francisco of the NBI, Regional Director. Our good friend, Bishop Victor Bendico from the Baguio Diocese. I think the Bishop was just right here. Bishop, thank you for coming. Ms. Gladys Vergara de Vera, who is coming from the Tourism Promotions Board, and she's the chairman. Again, Ms. Vergara, thank you for, or Ms. Vergara de Vera, thank you for gracing the occasion. I'd also like to thank the companies and certain affiliates that have joined us today. Mr. John Arenas from the Philippine National Oil Company, John. Mr. and Mrs. Alan Garcia from John Hay Management Corporation. Chairman Ray Dean Salvoso from the University of Cordilleras, and he's the chairman, of course. And Marites and Ms. Zeni Kating, owner of Solibao. Anyway, thank you all for gracing the occasion and helping this night and this event move forward. We have a lot of corporate accounts and sponsors who came and helped us. I'd like to thank some of the major sponsors: SunTrust Properties, the Chef of the Manor, Billy King, and Globe Telecom. And last but not least, I'd like everybody to show their appreciation for our dashing General Manager, Mon Cabrera. Hey, Mon. So Mon probably is going to do a dance number and a song for us later on. Huh? Mon, you're certainly dressed up for the occasion. So, and special thanks also to, and actually this is a strange one because my my officer, the executive officer for IT in the company, Mr. Edwin Wee, took on this project, and it's pretty ambitious project. When they first told me about the idea, I said, having a lot, by the way, there are 64 characters in this whole ensemble, So, by the way, let's give them a big round of applause. 64 of them from Baguio came together. They had 2 or 3 weeks to rehearse, which is, if you ask me, not enough time, but boy, they did pull it off. And so there's 64 of them. Edwin was basically producer and director of this show. And so I'd like to give a shout out and a thanks to Edwin. It's a bit far from IT, but anyway, I think you got the job done. And of course, last but not least, I'd like to say that the Manor has always stood for family, friends, community, okay? And that's what the Manor is all about. For the children, for the family, we get together every Christmas holidays, which starts tonight for us, all the way till after New Year, all the way to Three Kings. And the Manor stands for getting the family together, enjoying Baguio City, not just the Manor, but the show. And I think this is a pretty ambitious production that we took on this year because not only do we have lights, but we have live performances. And but last but not least is, I think we get together to celebrate our Christian beliefs every Christmas. So let's not forget what Christmas is all about, to celebrate our Christian beliefs. And also, most important, is to share and give to people around us, okay? And to remember people that we love and people that we care for, and celebrate Christmas by sharing with all the people around us. So again, welcome. Thank you for coming to this event, and congratulations to everybody who has come and made this event possible. Thank you.